Too much idiot, ain't no fun, no, but ain't no fun without a little bit of
Answer.
3, you're getting COVID like it's your job.
Yeah.
3's a lot, dude.
I wish it was my job. I don't think we can just... Well, first let's talk
You
about...
went right into it, man.
No, let's talk about Geoff
joke
Colella.
right in
Are we,
front of
are we
me.
on right now?
Let's string the people along.
Yeah.
Let's make them want it.
Yeah, you're gonna want to hear about all
Yeah.
this, but first you got to deal with Dirty G in the house, dude.
What's up, boys?
You might say, "Hey, you should definitely spell Geoff Jeff." He goes, "No."
Or you might say, you're a big Toys R Us head.
True.
You fully support Joffrey.
Yeah.
And I think you should get a... I think you should get a Toys R Us inspired tattoo.
Toys R Us inspired tattoo.
That's the most famous Geoff, right?
Or Jeffrey Chaucer, the Canterbury Tales. Depends on how into English literature you guys are.
That was the most aggressive that the word Canterbury Tales has ever
Canterbury
been.
Tales? What, you guys know Lady of Bath? You
Most
guys...
widely known from the Heath Ledger movie in the 2000s.
Yeah.
It's the only way people know that.
Jeffrey
movie.
Chaucer, Jeffrey
What was
Rush.
that, A Knight's Tale?
Was it 10 Things I Hate About You? Is that what we're talking about?
No, that was 90s.
Okay.
We're talking about A Knight's Tale.
Oh, A Knight's Tale.
He
Good
was a
flick.
character
Yeah.
in that.
Got real into jousting when that came out.
That's Heath, huh?
Yeah, Big Heath.
I like that movie a lot
R.I.P.
too. Why did they do that to each other?
Kill himself?
Nah, where they do the big
Oh,
thing.
it's called jousting.
I thought
I
I
know,
was
but they
talking
do
about...
they get the big thing
It's for
and
honor.
they run at each other.
It's
Yeah,
for
well,
That's
honor and
Brokeback
for
Mountain.
ladies.
You're talking about Brokeback Mountain, dude.
Yeah, that makes more sense
The
actually.
Bill Big dude, I hate when they run at me with it. It's fucking
They
annoying.
run full speed,
They're
fall in
full
love.
speed, dude.
If you went with a guy and he got you in the right place, well, I guess it's a little inappropriate to talk about getting hit in the chest right now. But if he got you, I think I'd go gay. Anyway,
Who aren't you allowed to... Who got hit in the chest?
just you didn't hear about any of this, dude?
Oh, the guy, the
big
NFL
dog
player
for
safety.
Buffalo Bills.
Oh, damn,
Yeah.
dog. I'm going to level you guys. My brain
DeMar,
went to
what's his
Dana
name?
White, and I was like, I think he hit her
Yeah.
clean in the face.
No,
I
that
think
wasn't
he hit her
chest. That
clean.
was
Yeah,
that
D.
was
White
white.
went smooth
He hit
with it,
white,
dude.
not chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking nuts. I'm not gonna lie. I was playing Call of Duty and someone was like, a Bills player collapsed, and I was like, damn, dude, that's sick. And they were like, yeah, dude, but like the game's canceled. I was like, for what?
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, he died on the field. I was like, oh, all right. You guys said
Yeah,
he was like
you led with-
injured.
Yeah, you got to lead with that.
People got fantasy football championships going on right now. I
You're
was
like,
for
I
a
see-
second.
You skip Bayless.
Dude, for a second, I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I skipped Bayless. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, bro, people got thousands on the
He's
lines.
like tripling down now too. Did you see him this morning on the Shannon Sharp? But he's like, and I'm sure Skip's gonna take the tweet down. And Skip was like, yo, I'm not taking shit down, dude.
Yeah, dude. That was an incredible exchange.
What a
And
piece of shit.
if you read the tweet, though, it's really... Look, it's poor timing to do it as your immediate response, but he doesn't say anything... He's just like, damn, this is such an important game, but it doesn't even feel like it matters
And it was
anymore.
an important game.
All he had to do
And
was
you
like...
argue with Skip on that one?
Yeah,
All he had to
dude.
do was say like ... But it's a good thing that we're worried about player safety, and he would have
Yeah.
been good.
No, at the end he says, but it's all irrelevant now. He literally ends the tweet saying like, game doesn't even matter. He's like, it's such a
Right.
big game. I can't believe like they're gonna have to reschedule. What do they do? But it doesn't even feel like it matters right now. And everybody's like, you're such a fucking dick.
I mean, it definitely, it obviously mattered. But I will say, while not watching the play live, I was like, damn, dude, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. We got fantasy football championships.
Yeah.
We got gambling going on. That's $1 billion industry. Like,
So I wonder how much it affected gambling, especially with how
Probably a
early it
ton.
was. You know how many like DraftKings was probably like, shit, we throw up a cool thing. Like,
Yeah.
if he gets to the hospital within 45
Yeah.
minutes, you get half your money back.
dude, one of the guys in my league lost fantasy football championship by 6 points. He had Joe Burrow. He got like 3 points,
Oh,
and they
no
were
way.
like, game over. And I had to fucking Venmo him his cash. And I was like, whew, feels dirty. Feels dirty.
Yeah, that's an asterisk.
Yeah, it feels like it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Like it's unprecedented. So you're like, what do you want me to do, dude? Guy had a heart attack on the field. Like, I'm the fantasy football commissioner. I'm not fucking God. What do you want me to do? I have to pay out this guy accurately. We can't pretend you got points.
Yeah, there's
Like-
no we gotta have bylaws in there to
Yeah.
prevent that kind of stuff.
It looked like God hit a switch on that guy.
Yeah, he turned
off.
Is it Hamlin? Is that his last name? I think
Yeah.
it's Denny Hamlin, the NASCAR driver.
Yeah, well, it's almost like a foreign substance was introduced to his body to combat some virus that
It
came
was
up. and
so
that fucked
funny
his
how
heart.
quick they were like, it's not vaccine related.
Yeah.
And everyone's
Oh,
like,
it was instantaneous.
yeah, but everyone's like, whoa, we didn't say it was. But now all I can think is it was
Is it-
vaccine related.
Yeah, Tucker
It could
Carlson
have
hopped
been.
on.
That guy got a couple boosters. You know what I mean? You could tell.
That is a hilarious life to live, to see anything bad happen and be like the fucking vaccine, dude.
It's definitely what people are
My
going to
wife
chalk it up
cheated on
to.
me because of the vaccine.
Yeah, she got so horny for black dudes because of the vaccine. I was so pissed.
I got vaccinated and took some Ambien, started saying slurs. It was the fucking vaccine, dude.
That's actually
I didn't do nothing.
Mel Gibson was vaxxed, dude. He was vaxxed.
These are true.
Yeah.
This is true.
When he got
Roseanne
pulled-
Barr.
When he got pulled over, they're like, he's like, I'm just coming from a polio vaccine. That's crazy. You guys are pulling me over right now. That's why he wasn't inebriated. He had those things swirling within him.
He even had the track marks to show it.
Yeah, he did, dude. Dirty Mel.
See,
Mel's
right
back.
here, right here.
Mel's back, dude. He made a comeback.
Yeah, he's
Pretty successful one.
Yeah,
So do you guys
Hey,
know
what
the
has he-
first thing DeMar Hamlin actually asked when he woke up? Do you guys see that today?
Yeah,
the first
so
thing he asked was who won the game.
That's badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, bad news, buddy. Draw?
he skipped Bayless.
Yeah,
He skipped Bayless his own fucking revival.
that's why. Yeah, he's like, who won the championship, dude, in fantasy? That's sick. It was sick what he said, but I hated the reply. The doctors made it so corny.
Yeah, dude.
Wait,
It
what
was
did
so
the
bad?
doctor
They're like,
say?
you won at life.
Because like, if you're gonna make up something that happened, you got to make a better response to that.
Yeah.
Obviously, he didn't wake up and ask.
Just
who won.
say the starving children or something. Like,
He definitely woke up hard as hell.
The doctor
he
was
definitely
like,
woke up with. That was his first word.
Do you
Yeah.
guys think people in comas actually get sleeping boners?
For sure.
like
Oh yeah,
months
they
on
have
end?
to.
Yeah.
If porn has taught us anything,
if you have a pulse and you're a dude, you're gonna have a boner.
yeah,
you
you guys
Yeah.
are hard right now, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I'm just picturing the nurse's log. Erection today. Erection again today.
Yeah.
Lasted 2 weeks. We're
Girthier
back down to
today.
flat.
Is he
Damn.
speaking? No, he's peaking. He's
He's
rock
kid
hard.
right now, dude. He's in his prime.
You know how many fat night nurses would love that though? Like, yeah, he's my man.
You think night nurses take it for a ride? What
Like
do you-
fat night nurses. No, I think they just walk in
Fat
and
night
like,
nurse?
I did that.
Fat night nurse, dude. Night nurses are sick. That's a community that
coming out
I
swinging
donate
at
That
to.
was,
night nurses.
that was Batman's initial superhero name
Night
too.
nurse.
So I'm,
Night
the fat, I'm the
nurse,
fat
dude.
night nurse.
Just a little nurse, skimpy nurses out.
I'm taking care of this city. What's his vitals? I had so much sex in college.
Looks like you need 10 cc's of pain.
I was gonna be a teacher or a nurse. The one's a little more lucrative.
No, do your Batman.
My Batman, dude. It's simple. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
It's because you're already fucking dead, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, I'm a Batman that kills. Are you guys not one of those? I'm a
No,
kill.
dude.
I like when people take creative liberties and like our Batman fucking
Yeah, we got
kills
cool
people.
Batman.
Yeah,
Dude.
true. Yeah.
Our Batman is pretty much a murderer.
Dab. Who is your Batman? It's Christian Bale, right?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
If I had like my favorite or who in my mind, like
Like who? Like in your head, who's Batman?
because I'm old,
Animated, or are you gonna go Keaton?
I'd go Keaton.
Okay.
Because
That's a
I
crazy
mean that's when I was introduced to Batman
Yeah.
was Keaton.
He's a
'Cause
good
I was
Batman.
93, right? And I was 6. Phillies had just lost in the World Series.
We were negative, dude.
Yeah.
We were fucking
Guess what?
negative.
You guys still are.
we were
two
banging
negatives.
fat night nurses. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
In the
we were-
womb, brother.
Dude, our parents were bagging fat fucking night nurses, dude. Just thinking about what
So
our
you're
future
both
could
the
be.
spawn of fat night nurses. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I created a genre.
It's the root of all heroes, really.
I created
Fat
a
night
monster.
nurses, dude. That's where we all started, if
Yeah.
we're being honest.
Yeah,
Look, we
dude.
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for fat night nurses.
No, they don't. You know what it is, dude? And COVID, they finally got a little bit of credit, but they still didn't get enough, you know?
No, nurses got too much credit. The ones that should have gotten the credit were the ones that are like, no, we're too busy in here saving lives
Yeah.
to do a TikTok.
Yeah.
But then everyone that was in like the stub toe unit of the hospital was like, we're heroes.
Yeah, dude. Per diem, carpe diem, yeah, anything that's
Carpe
that.
per diem.
Carpe per diem, dude. Baloney. Absolute cheese.
I feel like the doctors also. I don't know. I feel like doctors get too much credit too, though. Don't you think?
100%.
All they do is they fucking work like 12 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then
most
they're
of what
on
doctors
a
do
boat.
is guess very, very well.
Yeah.
They're the most educated guessers ever.
They're
Yeah.
and they don't even have to be right.
Oh, no.
They just have
No.
to guess as hard as they can.
Seinfeld had a bit about that where he was like, you always want the partition because you never want to see on the other side of it where the doctor's going, holy shit, what was that? And he's looking
Yeah.
up stuff in a medical book. They do, like I used to work, and I know you scoffed at me before saying, I used to work in an OR with surgeons.
Not a big
There would be
diesel.
times where they were just out brushing up on medical textbooks before going into a surgery to be like, we haven't seen this in a and I was like, you just brought, and then I was like, oh yeah, you're just humans.
They're just
You forget
cramming.
things too.
Yeah.
I forget how to spell restaurant every 6 months.
Oh, I hear that.
That's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
Restaurant.
The
And then
Yugo,
if
yeah, the
you-
Yugo's in the middle.
It's
Crazy.
fucked up.
And then you see like an Italian spelling or something, like the restaurante, and you're like, I'm fucking, hold on a second.
yeah,
Is
I
it
wouldn't
silent?
dare.
Like,
I
why are you
wouldn't-
spelling cream like
Dude,
that?
Italians,
Yeah.
but we just gotta add an E. There's always gotta be
Yeah.
a fucking
I would
E.
never eat at a restaurant that has any kind of accent mark over any of their letters.
Oh, really?
Well, congratulations, John. You're
Tilda,
never
eating
having
American.
good chicken parm again. Then you can fuck off.
Did you just call it
me?
chicken and parm?
What?
Did you just call it chicken and parm?
I said chicken parm.
Oh, I thought you said chicken and
There
parm.
was a weird hiccup in there.
Sorry, I was.
Could you
I was-
actually separate the two? I don't like when they're touching.
Yeah, that was Fat Night Nurse behavior.
You're never going to have a Parmesan chickens ever again. Fat night nurse.
Fat Night Nurses are celebrating the anniversary tomorrow. How many of them were at the Capitol?
Oh, is that the anniversary tomorrow?
No, those are
yeah.
EMTs.
Damn,
those
dude.
are EMTs.
You guys doing anything for the holiday?
Not
Probably
working.
tailgating.
We
Tailgating, dude.
I got off. My boss said I was doing so good. He said, "Hey, why don't you just take off the rest of the year and celebrate
They were like,
January
dude,
6th?"
you finished.
Yeah.
You did it all.
Hey, you won this job. Good
You
job.
recruited every guy.
I wasn't even a recruiter.
I don't know. You did.
It'd be sweet if they broke up with
all right,
you.
so yeah, the cat's out of the bag. I got laid off this morning. That was a fun fucking 9 a.m. phone call.
Yeah.
The best part is though, like my job is so weird. I've been there for 3.5 years almost, and I like am still so bad at explaining it because it's so many different things with it that it's like it's not that bad that I'm laid off now because like everyone's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
Yeah.
Instead of like
Nice.
trying to explain the job that no one remembers.
Mm-hmm.
If it takes you more than 8 seconds to explain your job, everyone stop listening.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
But yeah, so I don't have a job anymore.
That's I mean, so walk us through.
Walk us through what's going on, how it's making you feel currently.
Also, real quick,
a whole
thing,
wave of emotions.
really quick, just to say, you know, when you explain your
I
job
feel
to
so
somebody,
lonely. I feel like I'm getting fired from this job. because
Yeah,
I'm on
dude.
this
We're
side of the couch.
actually interviewing you
we're
right
here
now.
with Handsome Idiots HR. How's your morning going? So far, so good. Good. Look, we're cutting some fat off of the company.
I just mentioned the HR and Handsome Idiots stands for Handsome Retards.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
The
That's why
original
I'm in
working
it.
title.
That's why I'm in it. They're like,
Yeah,
well, he's
you're
not
gonna
handsome
put
enough
us
to be
out.
on the show, but he's definitely a behind the scenes kind of guy.
But those are fun words that I can say now without repercussions until I need to apply for a new job.
Yeah, as I say, honestly, this will be the most. Either way, sorry, go ahead. So I cut you off.
I woke up, as I do. Took my daughter. I took her to daycare early because I had a one-on-one call with my boss, which was supposed to be like beginning of the year goal setting, whatever you want to call it. And I rush home. I get on the call, brush my hair, looking all pretty, and I open up the Zoom call, and it's
So you're not you're just like, oh, this is a
I
random.
thought it was a one-on-one with my boss. Like we were going to
Yeah,
discuss.
like New Year, New Me type thing.
Yeah.
I feel that.
He was like, New Year,
Less me.
Quite literally. Yeah.
You're way less me.
New Year, new career. So the window opened up, and it was him and a guy from HR. And I know the guy from HR. As soon as I saw it, I was like, in my head, I was like, well, this isn't good.
Oh my god!
And then it was quickly with the, hey, this is the worst part of my job. I was like, and it does. It sucks because I'm still buds and friends with my boss. He's a good dude, and it wasn't like him, like his decision. He was like told he had to lay off 4 people from our organization, and I was one of the 4.
Yeah.
So that was just my 9 a.m.
That's I mean, well, at least it's got to be a sense of relief.
The desk got one good hard punch as I let out the loudest fuck possible.
In front of them.
No, it was as soon. I could have.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'll actually be right back real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't hit mute.
Which
Oh, sorry
was
about
the
that.
mute? Yeah, control. Oh, I hit control N instead of control M.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let out a hard fuck and just. We've discussed punching stuff. Are you a big wall puncher?
Dog.
Come on, dude.
Are you
You're looking
good
at the
it?
fucking president of wall punching.
All right.
Am I good at it? No, I actually. So the one time that I stopped punching walls because I actually hit a wall so hard. I had half of my walls in my room growing up were sheetrock, and then the other half were cement because I lived in a garage. And I just for a second thought I was about to punch through a sheetrock wall. And it was a cement wall. So I fucking, my one knuckle on this fucking hand is just, way lower
I think
than the rest of them.
96% of hand fractures in white males has to be from a wall punch, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a white male thing.
The other 4 are you got your hand stuck in your cargo short and fell on it or something.
I mean,
Skateboarding.
it's
Longboarding.
a generational thing. Like my dad one time, I used to punch holes in walls in my bedroom.
So
and he came
pretentious,
in-
too,
yeah.
though. To be like, someone will clean that up.
Literally, yeah.
That's so fucking wild.
And
dude.
having no knowledge of how to fucking sheetrock
Yeah.
works either. But he came in and saw all the holes, and he's like, "You like that? You like punching holes in walls?" And he punched a hole in my wall. And I was like, "Did you just get so angry about me punching holes in the wall that you punched a hole in my wall?"
Am I your looper?
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I hit my desk, which is a very solid desk, and I
Quit
pulled
bragging,
back.
dude.
I pulled. Yeah, well, that's all I got right now.
It might be time to liquidate.
It's about to have no monitors or a laptop on top of it.
Do you need a mahogany fucking desk, dude?
Yeah. If anyone's in the market for anything, I'm selling.
Opening all your sets with just fucking.
Yeah. Just a fucking Craigslist ad.
Who's hiring?
It's merch, but it's a fucking garage sale.
Just carve handsome idiots into the side.
You're
of
like, does
it.
anybody want a sweater? I've only worn it 3 times.
Yeah, but once on stage.
But once on stage, dude. So it's a little sweaty.
Yeah, so they were just like, you don't work here anymore. And to which I was like, all right. They're like, you have any questions? I was like, I got 1,000 questions.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn, you hit him with the questions?
I was like, do you really want me to ask? I was like, is it going to change anything? That's always my attitude. Like, because it's like me, there's nothing I'm going to yell. I'll probably squeak if I yell or anything. Or if I really got into it, I would have cried.
Yeah.
Did you feel anger or sadness when you heard
It was just I was blindsided. So
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
even like sadness or it was like confusion. And then it was just like that. I just had this. It's so funny because usually like on Zoom calls, I'm like very prim and proper. As soon as they said it, I was like, hit the recline on this chair. And I was like, I mean, what the fuck, guys?
You light a cigarette, you're like, listen,
I dropped a few
fuckers.
what the fucks in there. Like just subtle
Yeah, of
ones. Like,
course.
and it was just, I don't know. I'm still like processing it. It was less than 12 hours ago.
How long did you work there for?
3.5 years.
No shit.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
But yeah, that's just corporate America, and it fucking sucks. And I don't want to. I've worked sales ever since I got out of college, and I've been good at it. And I don't think I want to fucking do sales anymore.
Sales is a young man's game as well.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is, and it's a young man's game, and then it's an old man's game when like your kids are grown and you got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll come in for one more sale.
But those are
God
like,
damn it! I told you I walked away from this.
John, you're the only one we know can sell this carburetor.
the camera zooms out. It's a fucking Toyota. You're like, yeah, dude, you guys want this Camry?
This is
I
a
had
Jeremy
to come out of
Piven movie.
retirement.
This is a Jeremy Piven movie. It's a
Comedian
great
sells
movie.
things.
Sells
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah, fake stand-up sells things.
Sales is tough though to do like comedy and podcasting and stuff because you're talking to people throughout the day, like in a more like in-depth way because you're really putting in effort to
Yes.
talking. It's not small talk. You have to have like a plan.
I have to code switch on
Yeah.
like podcast talk to like work talk.
Dude, I'm exhausted about it. Dude, you do like, I'll talk on the phone all day, then do a podcast, then go do an open mic.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
I should
dude.
turn my brain off.
Yeah, I got to recharge. I'm on the charger right now.
But then there's other days where that was one of the weird things too. There was like 30 minutes after it settled in, I was like, oh fuck yeah, I get to go podcast tonight and talk about this and just have fun with friends and potentially make this a money earning venture.
We should start applying to jobs for John.
Yeah, well, I'll do LinkedIn.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit. Like we'll create a second John Montag
So
profile.
it's an open discussion now. I'm open to any industry. I think I want if you're a listener to this too, I want to come shadow people on a day of their job. Like if you got a job where you can just bring somebody along.
Like you're going to high school? You're going to
Yeah,
follow
I
kid
just
around?
want to go shadow people on their job because, like I said, I was a bartender. I worked like landscaping, all those jobs, like mover, housing inspections, and then sales. Like from then on, so it's like I've never seen other jobs.
You graduated college?
Yeah,
You sure?
Got a degree.
What are you doing? What are you doing these non-degree jobs for,
No,
dude?
those were like-
all your jobs are non-degree jobs, dude.
Those
These
were-
are like
True.
college jobs.
True. No, those were like pre-college.
I would cut the grass. I would help my mom's cleaning company.
I did all my chores.
I did all my chores, dude. I would sweep up, do the dishwasher.
No, this was like I meant like throughout high school, college.
Yeah.
And then I've had 5 sales jobs, so there were intermittent points in between where I did housing inspections for 9 months as a holdover, interviewing for other jobs. So like I've always been able to work, and I like working. If it's
Right.
I like shutting my brain off and work. That's what I want, a job where it's just I can clock in, do the amount of work, and then clock out.
That's it.
I mean, that's it.
Which is kind of what I did, which is probably why I got laid off.
I mean, it was, you texted me about it today, and this is not a joke. 2 hours later, my annual pay raise, I got an email about it. I was like,
That's the call I thought I was having.
yeah. Oh, you're getting a bump.
I was going
We
into
love what
the-
you've been doing, dude.
Because it was a
Usually that
bonus
call, that's usually the first call of the year with
That's
my
tough.
manager.
Yeah,
It's
true.
always like, hey, we're going to give you the same thing. You did great. I was going in thinking like, you're going to get another 3% raise? And they were like, hey, what if instead of a 3% raise, we give you 100% unraised. We don't know if there's a word for this yet.
It had to be a big feeling of relief when they didn't bring up the sexual assault thing. Like when you first saw
True,
the HR
they're
guy,
like, we're going to drop that.
Oh, rats.
We'll look the other way.
Shoo. Okay.
Hello,
This is the last
sir.
time.
Sir, we've noticed you've been getting pussy.
You've been leaving your mic on. You've actually not been muting correctly. I think you keep clicking Control N.
Yeah. That's been the funny thing all day, too, is like to see who reached out. Because like there are some people that became friends. And this was a weird job where I was remote the entire time. So even before the pandemic, I was remote at this job. Mm-hmm. So there were some people that I've only ever seen on Zoom or like once or twice in person. So it's cool to see like who reached out and who didn't.
Yeah.
And one of the other people that got laid off, who was a good buddy of mine, her and I just basically had like a good 45-minute call of like, well, here's why they're fucking dumb and we're the best.
Yeah.
Was she laid off too?
She got laid off as well. And then in the end, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even that mad at our boss. She goes, well, I'm still kind of mad at him because he selected us to be laid off.
I was going to say, is there like a feeling of inadequacy, or are you kind of just
because
like...
that's what I think if they said I was fired, I would be in my head so bad right now.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was laid off.
Right.
Is there a
which
difference?
is still the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but it's
But I get like
being-
a severance, which is huge.
It means they didn't like intentionally be like, we need to get rid of him. They just said,
So
well, somebody's got to go.
Basically, the higher up said 4 people have to go, and they were like, "We have to take a look at this," and they did all their shit. So still, they're basing it off of performance because it was a sales job,
Right.
So it's like the amount of stuff you move. But I had a weird thing where they moved me around in the last year to like I had 4 titles in the last year where I would just kind of like work
What
on
are
a
you,
project.
LeBron James?
Dude.
Four NBA titles.
So I just want to get ding 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 ding. That's where like rings come out.
Dude, but that's
Oh,
like
that's a
real
fun one.
But that's like if LeBron won a fucking chip in Cleveland and they were like, "You're fired, dude."
Yeah, I'm going to LA.
Yeah, the
So that's
owner
what
of the
I'm
Cavaliers
here
and the
to tell
mascot
you.
come up in a Zoom
So
call.
we're gonna have an announcement when I do finally get a job. Like I'm taking my talents to Costco.
Dude, if they laid off LeBron, they're like, "You're making too much fucking money, dude. We just can't afford it. It's not in the budget
Yeah,
anymore.
we love what you've done.
We just need to move in a different direction."
We're
One of
going to
the-
put your salesman in the rafters.
One of the biggest
your button
things-
down's going in the rafters.
Yeah. Please turn in your sweatpants you wore for the last 3 years at your remote job.
Your Aeropostale joggers.
What was I just gonna say? I already forgot.
You got laid off from your job.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Sure.
Yeah, but the whole like you got laid off somehow.
It makes you
me
feel better.
better.
It makes you feel better, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's what it was. So I recently just did 2 Jack Bros, and we were talking about great podcast listener. If you're listening to this, go check out 2 Jack Bros. And we were talking about how like I've always basically they were like breaking down because you tell your life story on there and everything.
I didn't know that when I went on. I was
really?
yeah, dude. I went on and I was like, they were like, I was not prepared for the deep questions. Great podcast. I just walked
I
into
would-
it like, 2 Jack Bros. You're like, oh, dude, what are we fucking talking
That's what
about?
I've heard.
And they were like, so like, what chakra are
which
you unlocking?
feelings are in your butt chakra? You're like, wait, what?
They're like, what's the most regrettable experience of your life? You're like,
Yeah. So I did the opposite, and I'm a big fan of the show, and I over prepared, and I think they were just like, okay, that was the most thorough answer we've ever.
They hit me
had.
with that too. I was like, am I not being funny? I'm not being funny right now.
I forgot in the middle that I'm like, oh yeah, it's comics, and I should be funny.
I do.
I'm like crying.
Do you
halfway
have to be
through.
funny on it, or are they really
No,
just
I mean, it's
looking
just
for...
it's, the goal is not to be funny. But anyway, long story short, one of the things that we came to realize was I've always made it in my life to the next level, but the lowest possible part of that next level. So like I played college baseball, but it was Division III. I played independent league baseball, but it was like the lowest level of minor leagues. So I basically just got the closest you can get to not getting fired while getting fired.
So you were the
Nice,
first
dude.
guy fired. You're the first guy fired.
Laid
Yeah.
off is like basically like you're not getting fired. You just don't work here anymore.
Dude, they offered you a job on the fucking practice squad.
Figure it out. Yeah.
They're like, do you want to? You can work in
Kinda
sales,
did.
but like,
they hit me up with you can reapply for any position you see us post on here. And I was like, I swear to God,
Yeah,
if I
no
see my
shit.
fucking job on there in a month, I'm reapplying and I'm going to get all of my friends to also reapply.
Oh, so you're taking a break in a relationship. Your boss wants to fuck somebody else.
I don't know. They threw it
That's
out
what
there.
it is.
So
Yeah.
And they're like, but a couple months goes by, who knows? You
like,
know?
have you seen Steve's numbers? I'm thinking we could just ride him out for a month.
Steve's a really nice guy. I'm gonna literally write him out.
I'm gonna ride him out. We're gonna give him a chance, dude.
yeah. So I'm.
You don't listen.
on
Sales,
the market.
sales is tough, dude. It's. I feel what you're saying in the sense that like I want to just be able to like kind of unplug a little bit, like
Yeah.
turn my brain off, maybe
Yeah.
do like tedious work, but then I got to sit there and talk to people and be like, listen, this decision is all yours.
Yeah.
And we all know it's fucking not. I'm
It's why
pushing
you
it.
always see like the CEOs that like survive and don't get like canceled because of sexual assault or like kill themselves because of embezzlement. All get into like fly fishing and whittling because they're
Yeah.
like, look, I just for the last 25 years had to answer questions every minute on the minute and like give direction and fire people and hire people. And it's like, I just want to take a piece of wood, and make it look like a duck.
Yeah.
Like,
Which is
so right
annoying,
now,
but the
trying
alternative
to find my
is
duck.
having sex with kids. You get to be
See?
a billionaire CEO. They're like, did you want to go fly fishing, or do you think
You're
this
on a
8-year-old's
big
cute?
pedophile thread the last like 6 episodes.
I have been
realized.
so deep in Illuminati TikTok. It's
I thought he was going
all-
to say a little boy.
The only reason I'm saying it is because it's got to the point where like my wife will come in from listening to an episode. She's like, "Huh? So you guys talk child trafficking again?"
I don't know how we. I'm telling you, I've been watching all these TikToks. I've seen every angle of Epstein's Island. I'm deep in the. I'm trying to take down the elites. Maybe with all your free time now, you could take down the elites.
Dude, I have so much free time. I'm gonna get into conspiracy theories.
An incredible
You
reply
get
to
your
somebody.
pilot license. You're like, I know where that fucking island is,
Yeah.
dude.
Guess what, guys? Earth's flat too. I went up.
Dude, that'd be sick if you actually got laid off because they're like, have you heard John and his flat Earth theories, dude? He won't shut up
It's fucking
about it.
infuriating.
Every
Well,
fucking
There was
huddle.
also a part of me that was like, when he was like, "This is the worst part of the job," and I thought the next thing was gonna follow is, "We found your videos podcast on YouTube," and what the fuck, man?
Yeah, that'd
Like,
be. I mean, I always worry about that with mine.
yeah. It's a
It's a real thing.
rational fear.
I've worked at my job for a year now, and no one has sent me a friend request on anything. Dude, I was like, man, I hope nobody finds this shit. No one sent me a friend request. I was like, this is kind of hurtful actually now.
Now I'm
if
gonna
they
start
found
requesting
you-
people.
If they
dropping
found you, they're
hints.
not interested.
They're not interested at all. One guy I told drunkenly, I went like to like an outing in New York. And we went to like, I found the one guy who would like drink late night with me on like on a work night.
Yeah.
And I like, slipped, maybe not, maybe like mentioned that I was a comedian. And he's like, you got to fucking send me stuff. And I was like, I can't. He's like, I will Google you. And I bet you won't like what
Is
I
he
Google.
Liam Neeson?
Yeah,
Jesus
dude.
Christ. I have a certain set of skills.
He's like, I know where your videos are, dude.
Yeah.
Vimeo. You're a
I have a
Vimeo
certain set of
man.
skills. That first skill is I know how to spell your weird first name.
Yeah, dude. Nobody sent me a friend request, so no worries at all.
Because they're all typing in Geoff Colella, Jeff, and not finding it. So you
Go
have
man.
that. You could. That's actually pretty. I was thinking about that too because now that I'm gonna have to re-enter like the interviewing work world, there's a split second where I was like, do I change my name in comedy? I couldn't imagine going to you guys and be like, hey guys, by the way, from now on, I'm John Turbo. From now
It
on,
wouldn't, dude. It
Oh,
wouldn't even
yeah.
be that weird, to be honest with you.
It's like teachers do it and shit. So they're
You think that I wouldn't go to a mic the first time I'd say that and just get ridiculed?
Oh yeah, you would, but
Yeah.
that's part of it.
Right.
But it's just the one time. It's like when you get a weird haircut and you're like, let's get this over with.
Never had one.
Let's get the
Never
shock
had
over
one.
with. You never had a bad haircut?
No.
You guys are so annoying.
My
man.
mom
Yeah.
cuts
I
his
grew up-
own
my
hair.
mom's
dude.
a- my mom's
Don't
a
lump me in
hairdresser
with this.
growing
I'm
up.
just a regular God-fearing guy.
I said
sitting right
you're
next to you.
handsome. You're like, don't lump me into this, dude.
Yeah.
I said
No,
you
that
were
is
better.
true. That is 100%. Yeah.
Never had a bad
Dude, no, you
haircut.
guys got-
I've never gotten laid off yet.
This is your year, dude. You're getting a
I'm
bad
actually,
haircut.
I'm not laid off until tomorrow. I'm still technically an employee
Do
right
you
now.
work tomorrow? Put in the biggest day
Yes.
ever to see if they like you still?
January 6th. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm calling in every meeting early. I'm like, hey guys.
And you just call out.
I did get to hit one guy with, he was like, he hit me with a like, hey, are we going to figure this thing out? And I just responded with, well, Ed, I don't know. I got laid off today, so why don't you figure it out?
Bam, take
It's
that.
been fun working with you.
Have fun with that, Ed.
That was a fun one to set
Kind of a
out.
release.
Yeah.
I had a boss quit publicly at a meeting before, and he was like, and right before that, one of our employees came up and he was like, it was an issue with like one of the trucks not coming on time ever, and he's like, we got to talk about the trucks, and he's like, how about you just sit down for 3 minutes? Like, he's basically about to be like, hey man, all you guys truck problems, not my fucking
Yeah.
problem. I'm actually out of here.
Hey, real quick.
Talk to Denise.
Before you guys get to the trucks, guys, fuck all of you, and I'll see you guys
You
later.
can tell though, he's like, dude, I could give a fuck about trucks right
Yeah,
now. Like,
yeah.
give me a minute. I'm about to make an announcement that's going to absolutely diminish everything you're about to say to
Yeah.
me. It's going to neutralize
You're going to forget
your.
what trucks are for a little bit.
Yeah, dude. There's no more trucks. There's no more trucks ever. I'm the truck. Yeah, dude, let's go, dude.
There it is. There's the name of the episode. I'm the truck.
I'm the truck, baby.
That's what Dana White said pre-punch.
Dude.
You're the Jeep. I'm the truck. What's he
Do you
doing?
think he screamed annulment as he, or like he screamed prenup as he hit her?
Nah, he looks like the guy from X-Men. Who was the guy that would run through walls with his head?
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Yeah.
He juggernauted his wife.
Didn't it feel like he was uncertain about hitting her? I feel like he was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like he was like,
Like he was like,
Do you think he was about to hit her and he was like, no, do it like Connor taught you?
Yeah,
He
dude.
like balled one up.
there's got to be a level of like people. Like my girlfriend was like, he probably hits her all the time. I'm like, there's no way he does it all the time.
Yeah.
You think you just loose? You can't be the president of a
video-
company
I was just gonna say
and be
he's probably-
loosey goosey
I was
with
gonna say
this.
She
She's
kind of. It looks like she hits him all the time.
Oh, she
too,
hits-
from
she's
she-
a
the
big
video.
body. Yeah, she's a big bodied woman.
Which I'm not justifying him hitting her, but you can only push a man. You can only push a bald man on testosterone so far.
He is on performance enhancing.
He's on
absolutely.
all the T.
We were talking about
Yeah,
before
that's
the
true.
pod.
He's juicing.
He's
you can't,
juicing.
You can't be on steroids, and you got to pick one.
Yeah.
Or else you're gonna get killed, like that documentary. You see the bodybuilder that killed her husband? That was a bodybuilder.
No.
It's
No.
on Netflix. Check it out. We can
Oh yeah,
discuss
she like
it.
a German woman.
How did she kill her?
Yeah.
Barbell.
Well, fitting.
What do you mean? Like, was she like
Out of a
spotting him
gun.
and was like,
Yeah,
She
that
had
is
a
funny
gun
to just
that
that is
shot
funny to
barbell.
just say that's how she killed him.
Barbell.
So
Yeah.
is this like
I think
figure it
her
out.
push-ups.
Yeah.
is this like ultimate surrender then? Basically,
I think so. I think
It's
she got
the
caught in an
absolute
episode of
embodiment
Ultimate
of the
Surrender.
Ultimate surrender.
I didn't know any of this. This is, I mean,
It's a documentary on Netflix. Watch
You
it.
got to give her credit because
I only watched the beginning of it, so that's why I'm trying to phase out of the conversation because I don't know any of the facts.
pretty scary to be like, I think I'm going to kill this bodybuilder. That seems insane.
Not if you're also a bodybuilder. She was too.
yeah, you just don't spot him.
True.
She's like, you know, you could probably do 500. You could do 500. And he's like, you know, I fucking can do 500, dude.
But they measure, like, as much as it's like she's a bodybuilder too, you're measuring against him every day. You're like, damn, I just, deadlifted 400 pounds. You're like, he deadlifted 6.
Yeah.
Like, he just destroyed you. You
but
guys
in
get to
all fairness,
literally
after
measure
she-
against each other.
After she killed him, she had to deadlift whatever his weight was.
true,
So-
dude.
And then she skipped Bayless. She's like, how do we even finish the lift? It just feels so unimportant now.
We have so much to get done. This is a big game. A lot of viewers.
That is a good way. If there's like the guy like watching 9/11 happen, be like, fuck, I had like my person in there, dude.
Oh my dude, that guy owes me $6,000. Dude, that would be wild.
That's actually a good amount of money. I would think I would probably.
Dude, you would be upset, right?
Yeah,
You'd be
I'd be
like,
like,
fuck, dude,
I mean,
I
it
knew
sucks.
Steve was cheap, that rat bastard.
That
Probably how
always
Steve
amazes me
Renazzisi felt.
when somebody's like, yeah, so-and-so owed me like 10 grand. I'm like, I don't think I've ever lent anyone more than $15.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
expected to
I
get
just
it.
gave someone a GoFundMe for $20. That was it. That's
Yeah.
the most I think I've
For
ever
what?
given.
That's a good point. Like, when somebody
it was
says
for
that,
Tata Sharice's.
right,
she
dude.
got robbed at gunpoint.
Oh, did you donate?
All right,
Oh,
that's-
shit.
Yeah, I gave.
Oh, that's very nice.
I went anonymous, but I went anonymous knowing eventually I would talk about it on here.
That'd be
And
funny.
I would get way more views on here.
if you tell her you
Everyone
got
looking at
laid
that
off and you
list.
asked for it back,
Hey, actually,
times are tough.
hate to do this. Can I just get like 16 of that back?
I actually had my job stolen from me.
Did you guys ever see MacGruber?
But that being
yeah,
said,
I got job jacked.
if you're listening to this, donate to her thing. Help her out.
Yes.
She's awesome.
I got job jacked.
Yeah.
Job
It
jack.
sucks, man.
Job jacked.
I've got a job jack too, but there was a HR complaint on that one. So.
Oh yeah. So have you been fired?
Huh? No.
Or
but
laid off?
I've been laid off. But that was
That's
for-
my new. I'm gonna use this so
You're
much.
such a laid off guy now.
If you think that, oh, by the way, we are starting a Patreon now because I need money.
True.
So if you think there's not gonna be a segment in that called "Laid Off," we'll see.
Dude, there's just like your bonus content. Matt's really busy, but you're just doing your own individual content.
Just me in my house. I'm like, I paced around again today. I cried a little.
You're like streaming like Halo 3. People are like, well, no one's playing that right now.
No controller. It's just the start menu.
I get hired at John's job.
You come out just decked out in all the gear.
Hey.
I have so much gear from this job too.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot
My
of
wife
merch.
was that. She goes, "You gonna burn it?" I was like, "It's like nice Nike dry fit stuff."
I keep that for
Keep
sure.
it.
It's all gold. I'm still gonna be lounging. I'm a big lounge guy.
Now you're wearing it like you said, like black people when they get airbrushed on a T-shirt. That's your job.
Yes.
Is your airbrush T-shirt.
Ooh, I'm just gonna get R.I.P.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. The company died. They didn't get
Yeah.
fired. Yeah.
I'm gonna just start wearing on here and just get Jay's fucking gaffer tape. Just cover it up.
Yeah,
but you
dude.
could still see the embossed logo through
Yeah.
the tape.
We're definitely doing that.
Yeah. It's not hard to find who I worked for. Just Google my name, probably. Scroll past all the stuff about my dad going to jail, and then you'll find me.
Yeah. I mean, LinkedIn is just everything I've ever done or thought.
So sorry, you got fired.
Yeah.
Once.
I wanted. Yeah.
No.
Oh, this I did want to hear. I want to hear if you probably never. Been
I didn't get fired. I've never been fired. I got laid off, and I had a nice mic drop quit. I quit a job on the spot, which was nice once. But
Okay.
didn't get fired. The closest I ever got fired, I told my boss to go fuck themselves.
Ooh.
And you didn't get fired.
I blacked out. I swear to God, I blacked out. I unblacked out, and everyone was staring at me.
You're just covered in blood.
Dude, yeah, it was fucking. I murdered my boss.
Is this fine?
Fire me now. Fire me now.
It's like in fucking World War II, the ears are ringing. You're like, fucking,
Dude, I worked at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I don't think you can get fired from Chick-fil-A.
Nah, dude. This lady was yelling at me because she was like, "You fucked up the chicken strips," and I was like, "I'm not even on chicken strips, dude. How is it my fault?" And she was like screaming at me, and I already had like a tight knit group with the kitchen people.
Yeah.
And this lady came back from like a broken leg. She was out for like 6 months. Came back, she started trying to call the shots.
yeah.
And she like wouldn't let me talk, and I hate when people don't let me talk and like get my 2 cents in just to like defend myself. And I like blacked out, but it was basically along the lines of I was like, "Jamie, why don't you shut the fuck up and go fuck yourself? I didn't fucking do shit." And like everyone was looking at me and was like, "Whoa!" And then she walked away quietly, which was scary. She was a little Spanish woman, just quietly walked away. I finished my shift, clocked out, came back in the next day, pulled her aside, and I was like, "Listen, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I should not. I'm also 16 years old. Like, I just like a child yelled at her in front of other children. Like,
She's like, look, that wasn't why you got fired. We saw you be nice to a gay guy earlier, and we were furious.
dude, I will say, a gay guy came into Chick-fil-A, spit in my manager's face.
Oh, just because of the stance and everything?
Just because, dude.
Yeah.
Because her
Because of
name
that.
tag was like Chick-fil-A, Deborah. And it was like, "You fucking are part of the problem." And
You know
just-
she added a subtle rainbow to that name tag that night.
Yeah.
She was like, I mean, I'll do something in the corner. Just,
Yeah.
You know.
you could tell it affected her because she came back crying.
That would affect. I've never had my face spat at.
Yeah.
I shouldn't put that on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
That sounds like an open call. but-
I'll spit if you need me to.
Oh, I think I could
That's
dodge.
that's the $5,000 level in the Patreon.
We'll do that.
In John's face.
I will
5K,
donate
spit in my
money.
face. Go ahead.
Yeah, times get tough, dude.
I've drank chew spit by accident before and like dip spit. I've never
tough.
had spit in my face.
Stuff.
I don't think I have. I got slapped in the face one time and it popped a pimple, and that sucked.
Oh, damn.
Well, it's
Yeah.
win-win though.
Yeah.
That's win-win though.
No, it's lose-lose.
No, it hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's fucking
Yeah,
it was ouch, dude.
yeah, I didn't have any fun with it. And everybody went, "Did that just pop your pimple?" And I was like, "Shut up."
You don't even know.
Oh, dude, to be bleeding afterwards.
Yeah.
You're like doing
And
the
it's
dab.
not from a cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Does anyone have any acne swabs?
Yeah, I
And it's the,
actually have to
and it's the
clean
one
this
that
out.
keeps bleeding. You're
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, dude, this one keeps going."
Because of the side effects of this Accutane, now I really want to kill myself.
Oh, dude, I was on
Haven't asked the guy
Accutane.
who
Were you ever
slapped you if he washed
suicidal
his
because of
hands.
it?
No, but
That
I
was, like, one
get
of the
blood,
big
blood
things.
work done all the time.
My parents,
for it.
my dad, like was like, no, for the I had like bad acne all through high school, and it was like, he just said, nah, man. Oh yeah,
John's like a fucking Proactive commercial. He's like, "I hate these 2 little pimples. I hate
had 'em
these.
bad. All right,
High
listen.
school's so hard.
You can't,
John,
no,
that's
you
your new
can't
job.
fucking,
John's
you
on
can't
there. Fire
gaslight
your
me out of
acne
acne
today.
I can gaslight you out
You
of
can't
acne, dude.
gaslight me out of fucking.
I haven't done
from-
one comedy roast where people haven't brought up acne scars, dude. I got fucking rebuttals planned.
All
I'm like,
right.
I know where these people are headed, dude.
I let mine pop on their own, bro.
Dude, I tried, but you know, I fucking.
But no, yeah, my
got
dad
slapped
wouldn't let me
a
go
lot.
on it because of the whole suicide. I was also fucking Adderalled up out of my mind.
Were you?
Like prescribed
Oh,
to
yeah.
it in high school. I've had a conversation with my mom recently. I don't know why I just got really high volume right there, but
Probably Adderall.
I was having a conversation with my mom recently. I was like, I don't think that was. I'm not knocking you for putting me on it. You guys just were looking for an answer to me being a fucking psychopath. But I don't think that was the answer. And she took it like to heart. And I was like, I'm not questioning your parenting. Like in that moment, I probably would have chose the same thing. I was
Giving
like,
your kid meth.
hindsight, that shit is fucking meth.
It's meth.
Yeah,
I just got prescribed it.
yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't taken it at all yet. 'Cause
No?
I'm scared.
Oh, try. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
I'm scared. Well, no, like,
Yeah, go ahead and
I've
do
done
it.
Adderall to like, you know what I mean? Like in college and stuff like that. But like to be like on it every day, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't
So
know.
That's,
Well,
I've
don't
never
do it
done
like an
Adderall.
asshole.
I've never done it recreationally because I was on it in high school, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, I don't want to study and not gain weight, guys. Like,
No, you don't take it like an asshole to study and do stuff. You do it to drink. That's you don't take.
I don't
you know-
drink anymore.
You
though,
literally
so-
can't stop drinking.
You got.
If
Yeah, I mean,
if you take Adderall,
Yeah.
you can do a half a keg yourself. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're drinking like on an all day type thing, like the Mummers Parade, like on
Yeah.
that's 6 a.m. to
I
fucking
mean, they're
9
a
p.m.
requirement there, right?
Yeah,
They hand
dude,
them out like
it's
fucking Tic Tacs.
all day. But you need, I'm telling you right now, you literally need to do Adderall, do cocaine, or take a nap. It's just impossible to pace yourself.
Yeah.
I take a nap. I don't do coke. I take a nap.
You always
I
want
fucking-
to end with the most intense thing.
yeah.
No coke
Either
podcast.
I slept in my car under the bridge.
My buddy lives right off 2th Street, and we used to go to his
John
house
in a
every
little
year
bit, dude.
for New
Sleeping
Year's
under
Day.
a bridge.
And
Dude,
random mummers would just show up and be sleeping on his couch. Actually, I think
Yeah.
you know him. I think you know his girlfriend. I think you grew up with her. We can discuss names later. I
Oh,
don't want
yeah,
to dox
yeah, yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
But we would just be at his party and be like, "Who's that?" And he's like, "A mummer." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, but like, is that like one you know?" And he's like, No, they kind of just come in here and pass out, and it's better you to just let them sleep it off.
Yeah.
He's like, we kind of understood that when we decided to throw New Year's Day parties and have like an open door prop. I was like, fuck that.
Dude, if you got meatballs, I'm there,
Yeah, of
dude.
course
I'm in
meatballs.
your living room if you
Yeah.
have meatballs. It does not matter.
The movie or the food.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't come. I was supposed to come do this podcast on January 2nd, but literally after the Mummers Parade, I'm telling you right now, like I literally like shit blood, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking, it's a day. It literally takes an entire. I fell asleep at Patty Wax.
How many years
in
have you
the-
mummed now?
Been,
that the
been
proper-
in it. I've done it. So I've gotten a suit 4 of the years, but then there was COVID, so there was a little bit of break in between there, and then there was like a year or two that I would like go and walk and help set up, but I didn't like buy the suit just because I was too poor, and I'd be
Yeah.
like I'd like steal a ribbon and like walk in the parade anyway, and just kind of like get
You're
drunk
like,
with everyone.
you're like the punk rock
Yeah,
of mummers.
People are like, who's this kid? I'm like, I got this ribbon. I'm part of
I'm
it.
kind of DIY. It's
You
my
were stolen
thing.
valoring on Mummers Parade.
I was, and then quickly I was
Oh,
like,
what
I
battalion are you
got.
in? I'm in the drunk 12. Drunk 12.
I'm in the string band fancy brigade.
I'm in the Froggy Finger Fox. I think that's our name.
It's so bad because it's the girliest sounding thing, but it's such a fun experience that you like want all your
Oh.
buddies to do it.
That's
No,
so, like
it looks
I
sick.
shit on it all the time, and I will continue to shit on it. But at the same time, I know if I did it, I would fucking.
Yeah, it's
love
gonna be
it.
so fun.
It's the best. Here's what sucks though. If we're being honest, the thing that sucks the most is there's always like, you know, you're putting up pictures, you're having a great time. You just zoom in a little bit, you do see the one guy with blackface on in the background. You're like, fuck, man.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Dude, I put one on Seamus Millar message. He's like, yeah, that guy has blackface. I was like, I didn't notice. I apologize. I didn't know. I
Not
thought it
me.
was a cool picture.
I didn't know that when you sweat and all the colors blend together, they just make black.
Well, in the end, and somebody goes, nah, dude, it's just dark blue. I'm like, you can't put on dark blue. If it's
at what
navy
point
blue, you can't put on navy blue
I don't
face
know.
paint.
At some point, you know how like the Yankees hats sometimes look black, but they're navy blue.
Yeah, you get white face paint, dude. You get there's 2 colors. You
Yeah.
pick the other one.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, do you think, you would put like that black stuff on your face when you play sports? Is that just trying to get in blackface to be better at the sport? Why
Oh,
did-
it is a little bit of that. It is a little bit of like, man,
Maybe
I'm
getting
so
closer,
white going
making
into
yourself
this.
less white to be better at the sport.
I need some melanin.
But I remember
Right
before a
under my
lacrosse
eyes
game,
would help.
a little lacrosse game, I'd throw some on, and I was a little bit quicker.
Did you do the douchey shit where you would do it and then smear it down?
No, I would have to wipe it off because it would get in my eyes and I get sad.
He smeared
Well,
it
wait,
down.
the more the people would put it on, you're like, you're getting a little too
Yeah,
close.
that's what I'm saying.
I did he did like
No.
like raccoon
Nope.
eyes.
Yeah.
And I
You
was
have
like,
to be
that's
the
half your
greatest
face.
And then he'd
player
have a
on the
great
team.
game.
Yeah, he did. He was pretty good.
He'd have an incredible game.
Okay, well then you're allowed to do that.
He was a linebacker and he was
that guy.
kind of
If you're a
scary.
linebacker, you're probably coked up out of your mind.
Correct.
Yeah, you're allowed to do it then. You're a Latimer.
yeah.
If he's Latimer,
If he's on cocaine, he can do it. I mean,
Yeah.
he's very strong and
have
scary.
you ever seen the program? The movie, The Program? Have you seen the program?
Which one's the program again?
The football movie where it's basically just steroids and rape is the whole movie.
No.
Oh my God. Watch the program. There's a guy named Latimer and he's the linebacker.
Latimer
He's
Putin?
kicked off for multiple rape accusations, but then finally gets back on after like a PED thing. And when he made this is earlier on, when he makes the roster, he sees it and he's like, Latimer, seat at the table, and to celebrate headbutts through a car window.
Oh my God.
And you watch it and you're like, oh, that was every NFL player in the 90s. CTE,
Yeah.
cocaine, and fucking steroids.
Yeah.
Holy shit, watch the program like soon.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so bad too.
That's the best though.
It's like they hit all the good stereotypes. There's like pretty boy quarterback that doesn't maybe have it, but he's got a dark side. And then
Yeah.
there's like super jock linebacker. Like they nail it pretty well.
For guy who's probably going to go to prison.
Yeah.
There's always a guy who's like a fucking rebel, and they're like, just focus all your talents
Judge
into
said-
being athletic.
Judge said I got 2 strikes on.
You don't have to live on the streets. You could get a scholarship. You're like, all right, man.
This is Coach
Ugh.
Carter every movie.
Can we say the same thing to a white guy for once?
That is sick how big Coke was in like the 80s in sports. Like every
yeah.
athlete, I'm pretty sure, talks about being actively on Coke.
Yeah.
Baseball
Not
players
just
especially,
Coke.
dude.
Fucking greenies in baseball. They used to call them greenies. They were just huge painkillers.
Yeah.
And like you'll listen to like the 1980s Phillies talk about it. They're like, yeah, I mean, seasons are long, but it's just like you munch a couple greenies before every game you go out there. chew your brain off, like go back, smoke cigarettes in the dugout. Like,
You ever watch the Doc Ellis documentary?
yes, where he did acid and pitched a no-hitter.
Pitched a no-hitter on acid.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the way he tells the story is pretty
How
hysterical.
locked in was he? Is that what he was
said
talking
he
about?
could see color coming out of the back of the ball based off of what pitch he was throwing. So if he
Wow.
threw a curveball, it was yellow. If he threw like a slider, it was coming out of his hand red.
He threw a
That's like
no-hitter?
before video games too. That introduced that.
What was that?
Oh,
Is that
he was MLB The Showing.
He was showing
Yeah.
Was that like
Wow.
the 70s or the 80s?
70,
I don't
late
remember.
70s,
Yeah.
I think.
Wow.
This is
Yeah.
Don Ellis, you said?
Doc Ellis.
Doc
Doc
Ellis.
Ellis. Doc Ellis. Doc Ellis.
Yeah, if your
Incredible
name's
Doc.
Doc, you got to be good at sports.
Yeah, or a medical physician.
Or also, none of their names are Doc. Now that I think about it, yeah, they're all
It is
Just a weird
Doc,
nickname for an
if you-
unhealthy guy. They're like
you
smoking
are
8
a
cigars
doctor-
again, are you, Doc?
That was every doctor's advice in the 1800s. That was like, have you tried doing cocaine?
Do you ever try putting leeches on your balls?
Yeah.
It is the most
What do you
cliche.
think of heroin? When
Hey,
have you tried it?
fucking
We made it in liquid form now.
yeah, dude.
It is one of those things that all you really have to do is look at Babe Ruth's build and be like, that
I
was
was-
the greatest of all
Yeah.
time, fellas.
So when we
We're
talked
serious?
about, I went to Frozen on Ice, and the people watching I got to do for 10 minutes in line. I tried to take a picture of this guy who was Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good, and he kept catching me looking at him, and I was like, no,
Sorry, you're the greatest of all time.
no. And at one point, I wanted to be like, I'm him. Just take the fucking picture. He has
Yeah.
to get this all the time.
Yeah.
He was just there with his kid.
He was
I'm
just
gonna
a
eat
big,
some cheese.
voluptuous baby girl, right? He was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
There's always that argument, like, could Babe Ruth do what he did then now?
Yeah, dude,
No.
that's
Yeah, but he also would have been
No.
introduced to working out and shit. Like,
Right, but if we fucking crane machined him,
anticipate
Yeah.
and that's the weirdest thing about it, though, is people are like, well, you can't compare eras. And you're like, yeah, no shit, dude. You guys say that white wide receiver from like the 40s is one of the best ever.
Yeah, that's what they said. You can't compare
oh,
eras. It's
Tommy
like,
Hinkins, he was the best in this side
Dog,
of the biz.
I could
that thing's
cover
so
that,
annoying.
dude.
So
I was the best wide
can't fucking-
receiver.
There's like players in the NBA from like the 80s that wouldn't play Division I basketball.
That is what's well. There's dudes
Dominique
dunking on
Wilkins
YouTube that are way
would be a
better
D3
than
player.
most people that dunked in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Dominique Wilkins is just Andrew Wiggins currently. Like,
Not even, he
it's
couldn't
just like-
shoot. Andrew
Oh,
Wiggins
true.
could space the floor at least. There's a lot
I
of
would like
players.
to think that it could translate just for my own like
There's
selfish.
some.
Like I gotta say it, or it's hilarious if you get fucking fat Babe Ruth up there and then he faces like an R.A. Dickey knuckleball and he just shits his pants because he's living off of like
Dude.
steak and like bourbon.
Well, that's what they always
basically.
say. If you
Randy
put LeBron
Johnson
James
would-
in the fucking 60s, he'd be like convicted of witchcraft. They'd be like, this isn't real.
yeah.
Yeah, like semi-pro, and they
Yeah.
introduced like the
Yeah,
alley-oop.
you-
They're
yeah.
like, what the
No,
fuck?
it's a travel. It's a double dribble. It was a foul. He's like, it can't be all three things.
Semi-pro is one of the best fucking movies, dude.
It's so good.
When he hits you with the, well, maybe your mom didn't go to heaven. Everyone off the court. Everyone off the court. We go to church together. Not anymore. Dude, that movie's fantastic.
That's one of my things. I'm gonna in my laid off days. I'm gonna get back into just watching good old stupid movies. My wife hit me the other day with we're scrolling through and she was like, I don't think I've ever actually seen Black Sheep. And I was like, well, cancel whatever the fuck you were gonna do for the next hour and 32 minutes.
Quit your job.
Yeah, get laid off.
That's my last one. I'm sorry. I hope it's not.
No, I want to explore different avenues. I think I could also explore the go like the douchey Gary V route and just like act like this was the biggest opportunity I never knew I needed.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. He says that
But
shit.
then also part of me today did have that where I was like pep talking to myself and I was like, well, now you can focus more on comedy and podcast and the things you like and find out how to make money out of that. And by 3 o'clock today, I was like, man, Matt and I are probably going to be millionaires within the next
factor it
4
in.
to 10 years.
I do that with comedy all the time. I'm like, well, I don't have to worry about my job today because in 3 years I'll be fucking.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, though, time fucking flies, and you're like, I should have been making some business decisions.
Yep. But we're going to make the first decision. We're starting a Patreon.
Uh-huh.
We were going to wait till like the 100th episode. I think times are a-changing.
We got like 94 subscribers and we started acting different, dude.
Yeah,
we're
that's huge.
cocky.
Yeah.
And you
We
got
had
some
two
reviews.
really good guests on, and we're trying to ride that wave.
And you've gotten some good reviews as well.
What'd
yeah,
you-
what was your review? You
Dude,
tossed
I
a
gave you the
review
best
up
review,
early
dude.
on, right?
I gave you guys, dude. I quietly gave you guys the
Yours
best
was like-
review,
You review
and
on,
then dipped.
on Apple Podcasts?
How you know? Yeah, it's me.
I think it was
I
like
did that to like 4 people's podcasts and just was like,
I'll
putting
read
it
it.
I don't know
You
what
guys
this
keep
is.
talking. I'll read it. It's great.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
discussed
my
it
God.
before.
I would go on. I
I
would go
remember
to.
reading it and loving it and being like, who is this?
Well, one is from Matt's mom.
You got to
No,
support
that's
the people.
mine. That's me. We share an Apple account. I'm 26. I'm 26.
Hold on, keep talking.
Now I feel bad about what the job jokes mean. I hope they were
No. I
dude.
want all the
They're
jokes.
fire.
Okay.
It's so funny. Like, it's funny to see a lot of people I know that I work with know that I do stand up and everything, but they don't know like my sense of humor. So like when they reached out, they're like, "How is everything?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna jump off a fucking ledge."
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
just say something. They're like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm fine. Like I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine." The more you say fine, the worse you are.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, it's easy to make fun of because you're going to be fine in like 2 weeks. But
I'm fine
for
until
now,
a
it is.
month and a half from now, where I'm like, jobs don't exist.
Yeah, but that's when the Patreon's making millions, dude. You're not
All right.
thinking.
I think it's the one that is entitled, the name on it is PhD EVJRCNI.
The trick is to just hit the keyboard.
Why- You sound like a computer virus.
Yeah.
Well, PhD in the beginning, I thought it was a doctor first.
True.
Well, they do call
But
me
it
Doc.
says,
Doc Colella, dude.
and I have to hit more because you hit
I
the,
look like I
the
do acid
character.
for minor league baseball.
Damn, you hit the character limit on this one.
Yeah, I did, dude.
What is? I've
5 stars. Thank you.
Dude, if I gave you 4
would be
stars
so
and then
funny,
like 3
dude.
paragraphs, that'd be so rude.
All right, so one time, the review says, one time I was heating up some leftover ziti when my microwave caught fire. Within seconds, my whole kitchen was in flames, and the smoke began filling my lungs. I tried crawling to the door, but it was no use. Just when the fire was about to swallow me like a seagull at a pretzel stand, Matt and John kicked down my door. They put out the flames with their Fiji water and good looks.
I do like Fiji.
John gives me mouth to mouth. He lingered, but I liked it. Matt is battling the fire and is able to save my leftover ziti. Matt then put a cold towel on my head while John threw me over his shoulder to safety. I've been a diehard fan since the day I almost died hard.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's the best review I've heard on anything ever.
I think that's a haiku.
I never knew that, dude.
Dude, I like got like high one day and I just went on like
Just
4
one
of my
day?
buddies. Well, on this day.
This one day.
This one day I got high.
Don't try
Not
out this
usually.
marijuana stuff.
I did it to like 4 people. I did it to like Cody and Rob's podcast. I did it to like, I forget who, just a couple people where I just did it, didn't say anything. Was like, I feel like that'll brighten someone's day.
Damn, we
and
should
I
read
feel like
some
I didn't
more.
mention it to John until like a year later.
So yeah, because I remember he talked about. I was like, I don't know who the fuck wrote this, and I remember bringing it up pretty early on. I was like, I don't know, it's funny.
Yeah, all the other ones are like, John owes me $50.
Yeah.
I can't decide if I'm in love with one or the other, so I'll just take both. Thank you.
Nice.
John's
Those from
gonna
a
get
guy.
laid off in a year
And
and a
then
half.
Matt's mom said, "This is a yummy podcast to hear/listen to."
Nice.
It is good. My cousin also just said that he was my cousin in one.
I got called out by Danny Madden. I used to have a habit of getting high in college and going on fitness influencers like Instagrams and leaving very long comments of just like, "Hi, baby boy, been watching you forever. You can't avoid," like maybe loose threats now that I'm thinking about them.
Nice.
Like, one of them said, "You can't avoid me."
Loose threats, but tight promises.
Loose threats, tight promises.
That was a good album.
Yeah,
back
better
in the
pizza
day.
too.
Matt's
Better
trying
ingredients.
to fucking kill bodybuilders with barbells.
Dude, it's so fun though.
I was the wife.
People that are so worried, like that, the bodybuilder who puts all of his time into like his image, to be able to take him down a peg with words is so fun.
Yeah, dude.
Or any dude. I hit a guy.
It was total nonsense. What I would say. I mean,
Any,
now
like-
I want to see if I can find.
Yeah, pull
one.
some up.
And Dan Madden followed those same hot dudes.
Yeah,
and
Well,
was
that's what I'm
like,
saying. Danny he's like he went back. I was in college 4 or 5 years ago, so he's back 5 years deep in this guy's Instagram.
Hard scroll.
So who's the real weird one? Not still me, but
So I hit a really good, like a guy the other day at Starbucks had a Porsche with a really big fin on the back, a big wing on the back of it.
Of course.
So this guy just loved himself, and he was behind me. So I was trying to like get out, and I couldn't parallel park because of him. He goes like around the circle and comes back and gave me a look like this, like whoops. And I said, "That car is so cute," and it just shut him down. He was like, "What?" Oh,
dude.
it's so fun to take somebody down with just like
Words.
Oh, how cute! Like,
that's, yeah. I, mean,
I started doing that. I don't get mad at like road rage anymore. I just blow kisses at people.
oh, it's so
they
fun.
don't
Winks
like
and
it.
kisses,
They don't like it.
smiling.
Because I like getting them mad. Like, if it's not fun if I'm mad, but if they're mad and I'm
Yes.
like, I know,
Yeah.
I got it, I took it, the
Yeah.
spot, I know.
Follow me home. I'm gonna murder you.
Oh, God, your car's cute. It's cute.
I'm just gonna start rolling down my window and be like, I'm laid off.
Dude, I would sit there. I swear to God, if you did that to me, I'd be like, All right, have a good one. All right, sorry about that.
If I hear of anything, I'll let you know.
I'm like in a Dunkin' drive-thru. I'm like, pay for his order behind me. If I'm being honest,
That's been a fun thing
Yeah,
is to
the
see.
guy puts out his window and he's like, "You got a fucking problem?" And you're like, "I don't know. I'm going to pay for diapers." Yeah, I have a lot of them now.
Oh, dude, I couldn't go to
I
Frozen
did
on ice.
yesterday.
And then the guy who yelled at you, like another window rolls down and it's an HR guy, and then they fire you again.
You're laid off from your car. Jesus Christ.
All right, let me read this to you because it's less of a threat now that I'm reading it. It was just things that came in my brain while I was high.
You need a screenshot of this, please.
This could be a hey, down here, it's me, Matt. This is in an Instagram comment section. Matt, is she going to stop you from lifting or jerking? Don't let her, dude. This is a picture that he posted with his girlfriend. Don't let her, dude. She doesn't own you. The police are on their way. Be humble. Z, he's my roommate. He's still in bed. You know he had an 8 a.m. Max, are you drunk with your friend, Chris Guzman? He is like $3.
Whoa. And you don't know these people at all?
Not a lick.
That's sick, dude.
Hundreds of thousands of followers. And I was one of them.
And they had a lot of comments, or was it like you were like one of the only ones?
Tons of comments.
All right,
so I
all
fell
right.
to the wayside, but I think at one point they had been just like going through like, you're hot, you're so ripped, and then just see that. Like, I think
Did you
some
also
retarded
do this
guy.
to a comedian?
Probably, yeah.
I wouldn't recommend doing this to a comedian.
You talked about you talked shit on somebody in their comments, and they were like, you have a picture of you doing stand up on your Instagram."
Oh, it was like the guy who opened for Chris D'Elia.
yeah.
I was like,
Nice.
And look who won in the
I know
long
that
run.
guy.
and I was like,
about
don't you
that.
have bigger fish to fry now, buddy? You know?
Dude, that's kind of the worst.
Go
So,
back
like,
and edit your comment.
Yeah, true.
Ryan Coleman, fucking Riffmaster Supreme.
Sure.
He tweeted something one time at like Gary Goldman when his special came out and was like, "Hey, just threw on the Gary Goldman special and my girlfriend fell asleep. Should I divorce her?" As like what, like just as like a throwaway. And Gary Goldman like tweeted back at him and was like, "Why the fuck would I want to know this?" And all of Gary Goldman's fans were like, "Yeah, you piece of shit,
Oh,
fucking
no.
pussy." And I was like, and Ryan's like, "Damn, dude," I was kind of saying like, "I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I can't believe my wife fell asleep." And all of his fans like, and I got into it with one of them. I was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up, pussies!" Like, Ryan's my boy.
Yeah, I get it, but like if somebody came up to me and was like, "My girlfriend doesn't like you, I think you're the man," I'd be like, "Oh, I don't like that."
Oh,
It
why?
kind of hurts my feelings.
Matt, dude, you're not going to be a girlfriend pleaser, dude.
To be fair, most of my friends' girlfriends have disliked me, so I've been in that boat.
You think your fan base is going to be strictly women?
Honestly, yeah, maybe.
I think
dude.
our fan base on the podcast is still like skewing 2 percentage points more women.
More women than men listen to our.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I think it's just Matt on his mom's phone.
There's no
listening
way.
to the episodes over and over
True. It's
again.
my mom's phone and my girlfriend just nonstop.
More women listen to this show? That's so sick.
No, it's like an even. It's well. Then there's also like a 4% unknown. That's got to be dudes, and that's the weird. I love that 4%.
That's Skip Bayless.
that they were like, I don't even want to click what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious if our eventually the Big Boy Mountain fan base. I'm just curious if they're gonna be Rusties or if they're gonna be Geoffs. Because you guys, I feel like, fit a similar demographic where like you'll have the same type of people. I don't think the people that will like Rusty will like me. You know.
Yeah, you guys are a bit of a different dynamic.
Yeah, I didn't go to the Art Institute. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
not one of those
Yeah,
people.
but that's what you want in a podcast. You don't want just 2 guys that have the same opinion on things.
Yeah, I just have like younger
You like
opinions
football?
on
I love
things.
football, dude.
Yeah, welcome to agreeing with cool stuff.
That's actually everybody's podcast.
Yeah, you know, the other day, I ate a sandwich. Was it good? You know it. All right, cool. Tune in next week to see what the sandwich was like.
I just offer opinions that John had 10 years ago. That's the only. It's really the same shit.
and then I repeat them like they're wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're gonna learn a lot one day.
Look, man, Adderall will help you drink all day, brother.
Adderall got me through sophomore year.
You're like, man, Matt really got through the year 26 this year. He must be killing it.
Dude, I'm murdering 26.
Dude, it's crazy though. It is nuts that you're 20. How old are you, John?
36.
Damn it, unemployed. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
There's one.
Sorry, I didn't get one
Dude,
in.
that
I
was
didn't get one
fucked
in.
up.
I didn't get
That
one
was
in.
fucked up,
36-year-old homeowner, father of a new child.
Dude, I thought you were going to say
New
homo. I
long
really thought you
hair
were going to go
enthusiast.
homo.
True.
I'm
Yeah, I really
embracing
thought
a
homo
lot
was
of
coming.
things.
Yeah.
Homo, homeowner.
Yeah.
I put the
If you got
homo
so
on
fired you
baby.
turned gay, that would suck.
That'd be so sick if you just
You
started
could
sucking
never go to
dick
that
out of
Chick-fil-A
rage.
again. A rage suck. This game sucks. They're fucking rigging the game.
Dude, those sound effects were sweet. I'm going
Thanks,
to remember
brother.
those
Yeah,
for
that's
later.
gonna sound like a dream in my mom's ears when she listened to this god awful podcast.
It's good to know that like the AI bots that are going to build like AI Matt one day, and they're going to take all the audio that he put on the internet in this podcast, and they're going to also include him slurping on a dick.
It's going to be that noise.
Can you
and
imagine the
dude.
sentences they're going to come up with just from cuts of what he's already said?
Oh, you could. Matt talks in such choppy, broy sentences. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference between AI Matt and real Matt.
True. It would just
Be
sound like that
yucky,
comment.
Poo poo. Also sneakers.
True. Yeah, that is. But that's a good point.
But that's actually just 7 clips from 8 different episodes.
Yeah, yeah, that's most of them. Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Uh-huh.
You do have a
I'm
hip
exploring
fire.
new me's.
Hip fire about you. You know what I mean? You
Yeah, I
kinda
would
just
shoot from the
bang.
hip. I kind of just bang. I just bang and hit.
It's not the most accurate, but you fucking hit something.
I'm just kidding.
He
I
usually at
fucking no
least hits
scope,
the
dude.
target. He never.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite get the middle, but he gets on the target.
hits-
I will
It
get-
might not be his target. It might be 4 lanes over.
It is a target. Though.
Yeah.
That's
The greatest
important
quote
part.
of all time. This is there was a running back. I can't remember his name, but he said, "If you need 2 yards, I'll get you 4. You need 6 yards, I'll get you 4." That's the greatest quote of all time. That's me, dude.
What the fuck? I'll get
There
you
was
4
another running
yards.
back who said, "I didn't do it." That's another famous quote from a famous running back.
Yeah, or like she had it coming.
Yeah, Orenthal.
Yeah.
Great first name, by the way.
No.
He really ruined the name. That's like how like there's no babies named Hitler. There's
Yeah.
no babies named Orenthal after 94 or whatever that was.
No. But boy, could that boy run. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Ooh.
Yeah, he was
You
almost
got to
an
keep it
eagle.
off the field, issues. That guy was a hell of a running back. You
He was
know?
almost a bird.
The
Hitler.
art from the artist.
Hell of an artist. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? These are all. I watched Inglourious Bastards recently. You guys are watching
Oh,
Inglourious
the best.
Bastards?
Oh yeah.
Kidding me?
Dude, the way they
You
fucking.
think I didn't have that haircut for 7 years?
True.
On accident?
Yeah, dude.
I was like, yeah, just give me the brand. I'll put the fucking scar on my throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me Aldo Rain. I'll look exactly
Aldo.
like Aldo Rain, dude.
Buongiorno.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm the most Aldo looking Rain one at this beef and beer.
That the ending resolution of that movie though, where he carves the swastika in his forehead.
Yeah.
That it's supposed to be like this big, powerful moment. I kind of watched it and I was like, "That's it."
Yeah, wouldn't you think a Nazi would kind of be like, sick?
Yeah, it's like you're giving him a tattoo. You're like,
If a
Nah,
Nazi,
because he was fucking giving himself over.
yeah, he was, but also in his heart of hearts, the guy was probably like, yeah, that looks pretty
the guy's evil incarnate, and he just gave him like when like black dudes join fraternities and they get branded.
Oh,
he just
yo.
like did it on his forehead.
Yeah, you could just throw a
do
hat
any
on.
brands ever look good?
No.
They all
Yeah.
scar terribly, right?
Well, Malcolm Jenkins had like this fucking horseshoe
The
ones.
Omega one.
Those
That was
kind
the-
of looked
that one was
decent.
Those are cool. Those are cool.
For some reason,
You have
those
to be on a
look
step
decent.
team at a Southern Baptist college.
And
Though.
Jack-
Is that what? Is that
I
what?
don't know. I'm just trying.
I
to name the
honestly would
black
never
things
be
I can.
branded. I would never get branded. I almost got tased at
I
a
would
backyard
never
one
get
time.
branded. Like it was on the table. Well,
They're like, please join our club.
there
Jeff.
goes our Patreon. It was a $20 level where we brand Geoff Colella.
Do I get to pick the image?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
It's part of the deal. Yeah.
Damn. I'm so
Dave, now you're rethinking branding.
well, dude. Because you know what it is. I was in the running to be able to hand out a tattoo in my fantasy football league, and I just got eliminated. But I was really.
This is the comedians. League,
I was
right?
really thinking
Yeah.
hard on it. I was like, dude, I'm gonna win this fucking
And
league.
the winner gets to pick the tattoo.
Gets to pick the tattoo. I was thinking about like a QR code to like a weird fucking website or like a weird video.
That's fun. Do you get to pick where
Just
it
a
goes? or
QR
just what
code
it is?
to promote all
There's a
your
little
stuff.
wiggle room.
Yeah.
Because like you don't want to. I remember like I was at risk to get it last year, and I was like, I'm picking the location, and I'm going to schedule the cover up like same day.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have to get it, but I remember like I said to Rusty, I was like, dude, if you won, I would have made you get a Star Wars tattoo because you don't like Star Wars, but you look like you like Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that would drive him fucking
Wow, that's
nuts.
a great loop of that's
That's
actually very
fucking
good.
cerebral.
Because people will be like, damn, bro, Rebel Alliance. And he'd be like, I fucking hate this shit, dog.
That's why in
No, I'm just
Inglourious
bad at
Dude,
picking guys on every Sunday.
in
Okay?
Glorious Bastards, he should have fucking carved like an accountant on his forehead, like a Jewish dude. Like he would have been
a
furious.
dreidel.
Yeah, you would have got him.
I mean,
Just
Star
Ari
David
Shaffir.
would have been great if he carved that. Imagine if the guy had to wake up every morning with a Star David on his head.
Yeah,
on his head.
that's,
He's
that's what they should have done.
Nah, he got me.
Quentin Tarantino, you're new to this, so you'll figure it out, pal. But a missed opportunity.
We blew past an hour, but we can keep going.
Oh, true. Oh shit. Yeah,
this could be
true.
Patreon content.
damn
if we go
first
this
pick.
long.
The unemployed tier level.
Yeah.
Let's get it. I'm on the
There's-
unemployed tier level.
If you just got laid off, if you can actually, we'll make a level that is $0. If you can just show me that you got laid off within the same 2-week span,
That's fun.
I'll pay for your Patreon.
well,
That's $1.
it's like a military discount, but it's just an unemployed. It's an unemployed handout.
I was trying to think of a thing that would be.
I don't know. I'm gonna come out on top of this thing though. I'm pumped.
You're gonna
Ready
yeah,
for New
you're all
Year, New
good.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you in a week. You're gonna be like, so I've been doing pottery.
Oh, I would love to get into pottery.
Why?
I don't know.
It's so messy.
Maybe.
Start
Yeah,
posting
but
Instagram videos
it's so
of you
messy, but
shirtless
at the
doing
end,
it.
it's so clean.
If you're in a relationship, why do pottery?
Yeah, seriously.
It's a single man's game.
True. I didn't know. I more meant I
You know
want to
what
go
I'm
paint
talking
pottery.
Not at all.
You don't know what I'm talking about, dude?
I don't agree with that.
You're
at
like
all.
in pottery to like talk to a girl in pottery class. What are you doing pottery for?
But then your girlfriend goes, I want to go do pottery.
And you go, fuck no. Have
And
fun.
then you- and
go
then-
call Lisa. She'll take you.
You become a ghost and you go behind her and you do it with her.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed
Like
to do
the
that
movie
anymore.
Ghost.
They
Patrick
actually
Swink.
said I'm not allowed in the pottery class anymore. I kept coming up to people from behind. I was like, let me show you how to do it. Let me show
You
you how to
make
do
one
it.
girl's mound look like a boob and wink at her,
Like-
and suddenly you're banned.
You kept making a wand and calling it Harry Pottery. We're over it, dude. It's not that funny anymore.
Stop making ashtrays.
Yeah, there's so many.
Everyone has an
What are you
ashtray.
making with? How many vases and
That's
ashtrays
like, if
can a
you're in
fucking
pottery,
guy
you either have
make?
to get really into plants or really into smoking.
Yeah.
That's it. There's the only two avenues.
Dude, in like the wood shop class we had, it was like tech ed. All dudes would do would make wooden bowls to smoke weed out of.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they were like, dude, you know you can put one hole here, one
That
hole here,
and also
one hole here.
tech deck skate ramps. That was
Yeah.
more middle school.
True.
I might get back into tech decks. They're making a resurgence right now.
I'm worried about them
Yeah,
already.
I've seen them
It's
lately.
bad.
I
It's
Get
can
into
bad.
tech
It's
deck
bad,
dudes.
dude.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
You still have a job right now. You don't
I
have to get
can't
into
wait
tech
till I
deck
come
dudes.
in 2 weeks from now with a tech deck around a chain on my neck.
That'd be hard as
That's my
shit,
top.
dude.
Actually, that's a
If you had like a
pretty
yellow tech deck skateboard, that'd be fire.
You're in
get gold
Philly
one.
and that you get your chain jacked. I'm like, what? No.
like, oh, jeez. You got to grind away slowly.
You're walking to Mike's, just this is sick, bro. My life's awesome.
No, I'm open to take on any new hobbies.
You're gonna start open miking jobs. It's not interviews. You're open miking
Yes,
jobs.
there
You're
it
working
is.
new stuff out.
Just show up.
Yeah.
What do you do? This?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
What
think I
do
can
you
do
do
this.
for You going to do crowd work? What do I do for a living?
That would be great if you're like, what do you do? Are you hiring? Or-
Yeah.
I have no follow up jokes. I'm just curious.
I'm excited to get on a stage and fuck around with laid off work stuff. So we'll see.
You got
be
nothing
good.
but time, baby.
I got
I got a lot of
time.
shows coming up surprisingly out of nowhere. So
Speaking of,
we can promote that.
yeah. What do you got coming up there? Dirty,
I just got.
Dirty
I'm
G?
double dipping like the next 3 weekends. Not this weekend. I'm supposed to go to the.
I thought we were doing
Poconos.
plugs.
I know that's what I am. Yeah,
Oh.
you
Yeah,
want
we
you
get-
plug first. Plug everything you want.
Big Boy Mountain, great podcast. The only podcast where we give you a high score for being yourself, having fun, and revealing embarrassing details. Really, that's really more of what it is. Making sacrifices to the mountain.
True.
And yeah, Geoff Colella, if you could spell it, good fucking luck, dude.
Yeah.
I need like an Instagram handle where it's just like, that guy or like
Make yourself like G Cool.
G Cool. I was thinking like,
Stankman G.
oh, I like that.
That's not
I was
bad.
thinking like butt crumbs.
That
What do you guys feel
also
about
works.
that? That's my
like
gamer
that.
tag right now.
Butt crumbs.
Butt crumbs, yeah.
I think it's the only thing that would get me into gaming is getting to pick a gamer tag.
Dude, it's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. I got killed by somebody named I Am Girl Age 12 the other day. Broke me.
That's fucking
awesome.
incredible.
I was so mad and happy at the same time. I was like, first of all, I bet you that's a grown man and that's just a great gamer tag.
Incredible.
But also, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Did you say your tags and your handles and everything?
Geoff Colella,
find the man.
Geoff
Just go to the Handsome
Colella.
Idiots one and click the link
Yeah.
in this video you just watched.
It'll be in the link of the bio of the thing.
I have on the 20th of this month, Cricket Comedy out in Phoenixville. The next night, Maddie and I are going to be on Roasted, like 7, I think
Oh,
it is now,
fuck.
at the Emmaus Theater, a roast battle tournament. I guess,
Yeah.
or not tournament.
So
just
Neil
a-
and Adam? Is it who's or no?
What's that?
Does it Neil and Adam do that? Who does that one?
No, that's Joe Ferraro, the Easton guy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's a great show. We did it before. So
Joe
it'll be
Ferrero,
fun.
who books me on a show, follows me, and then we do the show and then unfollows me. So
Damn.
whatever that's about. Okay.
We are
Damn.
Matt and I are battling separately. We're battling a married couple.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who got the husband?
You got Rachel Rowan. I got Justin Kupo.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know they were married.
Yeah, so they're married. So that'll be fun. We can kind of.
Justin's taking me out.
We're basically a married couple.
Yeah. True.
So wait, I had that, and then the next weekend, Van Jam show. Just found out this last night. Coming back to Turnersville on the 27th.
Sick.
Fucking awesome show. On the 28th, Derailed Comedy up in Lumberton, and then February is a couple things, and I'll be going to the Gorilla Biscuits show on February 25th. So if any fans like old school hardcore, come meet me at the Gorilla Biscuits show. We can fucking fight.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
don't have a job in the world. Monte Comedy, Hacks Comedy Golf. I'll probably bring it back because I have nothing else to do.
Swag on infinity. 13th of this month, Myers Brewing Company in Fishtown. That show, that roast, something on the 28th. February 10th, I think we're doing Jay Yoder's show.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's
which one
him.
called? So just hang out.
Just
and at
show
Matt
up.
Peoples Comedy. And look, the House of Representatives. Get it done with McCarthy, guys. I don't even know what that one meant.
No fun without a little bit of
Cancer.